Okay, so now I am in Drayton Park, as you can see by Drayton Park train station on the other side of the road, and the view that you've got there is going off towards Holloway. So if you continue that less than quarter of a mile's walk to get to Holloway Road Station, and then we go along here, we're over the railway line here, and then we're looking at one of the first bridges that leads you into Arsenal Emirates Stadium, with the large letters there. We've got the new build, which for all intents and purposes is built by, I don't know, what should we call it, the Arsenal Development Company, and that's the sort of buildings with the bluey green colour on that side. And then on the right hand side you can see we've got terraces of shops and houses all the way down this side, and the road in a straight line ends at Arsenal Station, Arsenal Tube Station. And if you look at a map, you'll see a map of, basically a Victorian map, you'll see that back then, like 100 years ago, this whole area was covered in an awful lot of railway lines and sidings. So Arsenal Stadium, as you see there, sits on top of a load of sidings where there was once coal kept and animals and all sorts of goods that are being waited for collection. So you might think it's a bit odd to have those Victorian houses down there facing those new buildings, and there's sort of like, how come, what was knocked down on the left hand side in order to build those new properties? But it's not so, because that's railway land. There was a big high wall along there, in the same way as it was, say, in York Road up between King's Cross and leading up to Tufnell Park. So the same up thing there, big high wall, so you can't get in or out of the railway lands on the left hand side there. So this would have been a very, very noisy, busy road with people working here. I mean, it's a busy road, as you can see today. It's quite a good little cut through. It's quite a lot. So it would have been a busy road back in Victorian times. But this would have been all carts and horses and muck and nonsense and lots of coal. People moving goods rather than just going backwards and forwards to work, as we're seeing here today with the occasional white van. And with purpose-built shops and a pub over here on the right-hand side. I mean, between, if you like, the railway sidings and the Arsenal Stadium, we would have had, there was what you call the Islington Recycling Centre, was on that same site over there where the stadium is now, and that's been moved over to where Holloway Road, down the side of Holloway Road Station. Anyway, back to this road, Drayton Park. So all we're going to do is turn this circle. You've got the shops here. And what we've got here is this cute little street called Whistler Street. We've got some tiny little cottages, as you can just make out, up the right hand side there. And they continue to a little road at the end that veers off to the right, which is very similar if we continue our full circle. So this cobbled road going up to the left, up to the right, sorry. We've got a car coming down here. We've got new builds at the end. And I'm not sure, I need to look at some old maps, but you will see some smaller cottages right at the far end there. And it's really worth sort of having a little wander around here, because these little tiny roads, and just the full circle, back round to Drayton Park Station there, just so you get your bearings. These little roads here take you to a really cute little cut through that goes through to Highbury Fields, and that's a post that I'm going to do separately in a minute, so look out for that one. So see you soon.